From Up North News, I'm Pat Kreitlow. Let's unpack the news with some headlines, commentary, and perspective for this Thursday, June 12th. Well, the percentage of positive COVID-19 tests creeped up again, according to Thursday's report from the Department of Health Services. There were 11 new deaths in the state reported on Thursday, bringing the state's total death toll from the outbreak to 682. And coronavirus has now infected more than 2 million Americans and killed 113,000. If you have fallen behind on your utility bill because of the outbreak, you might soon face late fees or even a disconnection notice as early as late July. The Public Service Commission voted Thursday to end the moratorium on disconnections and penalties issued by Governor Evers in March. Shutoffs could come as soon as July 25th. All right, now to the Capitol, where the initial buzz was that someone discovered that a member of Governor Evers' staff had recorded a phone call between the governor and the legislature's Republican leaders. Well, when Robin Vos and Scott Fitzgerald found out they'd been taped, they were apoplectic. Even though in Wisconsin only one party in the conversation needs to know there's taping going on. These guys should know. I mean, they're lawmakers. Anyway, the howls of protest seemed really loud, even more than usual, and now we might see why. In the call, Speaker Robin Vos said an outbreak in his district around Racine County was all about, quote, a large immigrant population where, it's just a difference in culture, where people are living much closer and working much closer. A difference in culture. This image of immigrants stacked in their homes like cordwood is not rare among some folks. Just because they don't live in a McMansion of 3,000 square feet probably has less to do with their exposure to COVID-19 than, say, the meatpacking plants that have little to no safeguards, a lack of health insurance to reduce vulnerabilities to infection, and the fact that people of color make up a big share of what we glowingly, patriotically refer to as essential jobs, even though certain politicians don't treat them as essential. If you really thought they were so essential, you'd support a minimum wage hike for the first time in about a decade. You'd make sure they had health care coverage, and you'd enforce workplace safety standards. You wouldn't blame a difference in culture, which is right up there with the state Supreme Court's Chief Justice referring to meatpackers as not regular folks. Well, there have been calls for Vos to resign, saying he cannot possibly represent a diverse constituency with beliefs like his in Racine County, but he won't. He'll double down. He'll blame the media, blame Evers, blame George Soros. But his character is out there, and it's immune to blame shifting and other distractions. The only thing that takes such morals out of that office would have to happen at the ballot box. And we'll follow that and all the rest of the day's news over at UpNorthNews.wi.com. I'm Pat Kreitlow.